Origins of
excited about
Olympus.
all this
Give
sparring.
life.
I can't just let him go threatening everyone.
Why not?
But you can't put yourself in danger. You know the prophecy.
Some more of this dark power. What
What could
this
possibly
dark
go
power is
right?
Exactly, I don't know.
Powers of
For
darkness.
all I know, I might be spending souls to get this magic going. Don't miss the Origins
What?
live streams
Oh,
on
that's
Friday
like-
and Sunday
that's-
over on twitch.tv/Siphoning.
that's really cool, actually.
As well as the
Fuck
Yu-Gi-Oh!
yeah.
Tournaments on Saturday.
It's really well drawn and all that. Meanwhile, I'm in a really good mood. RP server just galaxy braiding the shit out of two idiots. Felt like a classic Rick Riordan mood. Got two overpowered brutes out being like we're so strong and all that jazz. Both of them weaknesses, both of them want to duel me, so I get them to duel each other while I could be like, oh, don't worry, I'll do a winner. So while they're dueling, I'm fucking running. And they don't see it. Because they're actually too busy on YGO Pro to see me on Discord. Don't tell me that would never happen in the Riordan universe. Something based on that's how what he did with Annabeth Chase all the fucking time. If I can sum up my RP characters in a nutshell, it's I took Annabeth Chase and said, yes please. Give or take a few things. Who needs... The moment I realize I have this thing right set in lock, I'm just like, oh yes.
Well, I guess that's how things are gonna be now.
What do you mean?
I didn't exactly... Well, one, I didn't want Brick knowing about me being his brother. That was unavoidable, though.
The other thing, the whole I fought
That
my
being the case, I
old
especially
brother.
didn't want him to know, my hideout, where I live and all that.
Yeah, I...
Thought you were gonna keep that a secret. You seemed pretty okay at keeping secrets before.
Number one, I'm sorry, and okay, just let me
Number
explain
two, I'm not
everything,
actually
okay?
sorry.
It's not how it seems.
All right,
wasn't
listening.
wasn't doing this out of malicious intent or anything. I was in the stables with Diavol, and he approached me, and
I got
he
leery.
threatened me and Diavol, and even Jeffrey.
Mm.
And he said he wasn't gonna let me leave until I told him who we were, who his brother was.
And
So,
wait, do like threatened you like with a weapon?
yeah, some type of big axe thing.
Yeah,
And-
he has a lot of that.
Yeah.
Normally, stuff like that wouldn't intimidate me, but
Yeah,
I'm
I see.
not exactly strong right now.
At least
Great.
not in a form that she's used to, you
Guess
know?
I'm gonna have to deal with him then. No, I wasn't
Don't
too
get
excited about all
yourself-
this sparring, but I can't just let him go threatening everyone.
Okay, but you can't put yourself in danger. You know the prophecy.
I'm not gonna put you in danger to help me though, or anyone
I'm gonna
else.
put me in danger to help you.
Maybe the prophecy's wrong.
I don't know.
What?
I don't know.
Well, he's dead set on sparring me right now anyway. I don't know if having a bunch more people around is a better idea or a worse idea. I
Or maybe
figure,
both.
He's probably less likely to try anything if there's a bunch of witnesses.
Maybe it's a burst
Hopefully.
idea. Or a
I
wetter.
mean, the
Ooh,
way
I
you
actually
guys
don't
were
like that
talking,
one.
it seemed like everything was okay. I mean, when after he left the barn, he was so. It seemed like he was mad, and I was scared. That's why I came in with the sword.
Yeah. Problem is, I think he wants to make sure that he's better than me. And
Doesn't have to try very hard.
He does kind of have that attitude.
with my current track record, he's probably going to get different ideas and try to make sure of other things. So I'm going to have to, I don't know, maybe if I just make sure to lose every event from here on out, he won't be threatened. I kind of gave it to him when he suggested he was the stronger one, saying, I could have worded that better, but I told him if that were the, I don't want to pretend.
Maybe just lay low for now until we figure out something else.
Yeah, I'm going to have to.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to do.
But I'm going to have to spar him at some point, because and that's just sparring. I think the sparring's going to be okay, but what I'm worried about
Oh no, I'm bleeding.
is when I'm sparring him, he's going to be trying to read my fighting style, and sure, I'll be trying to read his as well. But then maybe he's trying to fake a fighting style. Maybe I should try to fake a fighting style, but then...
Okay, maybe just...
What?
hold
Oh wait,
off
I
on
don't
the
know Kung
sparring
Fu.
then. Maybe just say you're really busy with something and you can
I've come down with a bad case of the I don't wanna.
I'll take that answer. But I guess we'll
Anyone
see.
who has to do a book report or anything like that knows what I'm
Just don't
talking
want
about.
threatening people anymore. I guess if you didn't have the leg situation, you'd be
Yeah, leg and
You'd be good for
wing
something.
Situation. It's just
yeah. If we can get your
Not
wings
good.
back, you'll probably be able to compensate at the very least.
Theoretically.
Yeah.
'Cause, I mean, if you're in
fine,
the air, the
would be
legs don't
great.
matter, do they?
No, I guess not.
Wait,
Can't be a
you used to
sneaky
use your tail as
snake.
like a stabilizer or anything like that?
no,
No.
I mean,
Turning it one way so you could like soar at a different angle.
no. It's
'Cause legs don't do that. I'll
That's how
tell you
it
that
works.
much right now. I don't know how much.
That'd be hilarious if
you've
that's how that
done
works, like
things
the
with the legs
rotary
so far, but
plane
they don't
thing
work
on the
with
top of the
stabilizers.
plane.
No, trust
Have
me.
you ever
I
wondered why
know
there's a
that much,
freaking like
but,
thing sticking up
no,
on top of
I
a
think I'd
plane,
be
like in
okay
the
even
back
if
of
I
it?
just
You
had
know,
the
like at the
wings,
tail
but
of it.
I don't know
There's
what's
actually a
taking
rudder
them
there
so
that makes it
long.
go left and
You said
right.
you're supposed to be able to regenerate them back, and
That's
well,
what I heard, but there's
all you see
Not a
is just the
Yeah.
scars.
yep. So I'm not too sure.
Maybe it's something with this crazy sword of mine. Could have been the
Yeah,
reason.
Maybe.
I've been
Cursed
trying to
blade
learn
and
more
all.
about it, but don't see anything specifically about this blade or what it's supposed to be. The inscription on it says it's something to do with Persephone, but I can't find any sword that. I don't know.
It's like it was
Research
made
isn't
up for
helping me
this
out all that
series or
much.
something.
How can we kickstart your healing process?
Your guess is
If
as
I
good
could
as
told you
mine.
how
Have
I
you
do
been,
that,
keeping well moisturized?
know.
Any healing ointments of sorts?
No, ever
Jumping
since
jacks. Jumping jacks to
Jump-
get those back muscles stretched out every now and then.
I mean, I'm having a hard enough time walking, let alone
yeah,
jumping
could you-
jacks.
Have you ever done jumping jacks as a snake?
No! How
curious.
would I?
When I'm a snake, I'm not that great at jumping, so I try to avoid it as much as possible.
Yeah.
Like parkour event. Didn't
Parkour.
Yeah,
good for
true.
me.
True. Very true. Huh. Maybe some other way of getting your regeneration boosted.
Yeah.
More tomb juice. No.
No.
Might be some magical light
Just
somewhere.
explode. It's like the only way it could
like a
possibly get
potion
worse.
or
You just
something?
explode.
I don't know.
Yeah, hold on. This necklace I'm wearing actually might help.
Brew of revitalization because it
Oh.
regenerates.
What do you mean? It's just a necklace, isn't it?
Well, no. It's actually embodying someone's, essence, which in this case gives revitalization, generation.
You want me to oh wait, no,
Oh.
you're trying to regenerate my wings.
could
And be like, you're trying to regenerate my
borrow
tail?
this.
That's not how that works.
Maybe it'll
mean,
help over time. Because if your generation is stunted, halted right now, it's just might get it started. Here. Try it on.
I mean, okay. I guess it's worth a shot, right?
Yeah. In a couple fights, I've definitely felt that thing kicking in. Well, I don't see any significant scars on myself. So,
Yeah.
I'm still alive.
might be too late for it. Maybe it'll be exactly what you need.
Yeah, I guess we'll see over the next couple of days or so.
Hopefully that'll
Okay.
work out.
Thanks for trying, if anything.
Yeah, of
My
course.
pleasure.
Any solutions for the whole tomb juice thing?
Don't
You could go
drink
swim
it.
with the sea urchins. It's worked before.
No, I think I'm okay on my feet for now. I did have like 4 or 5, so might take a couple of days.
That's
but,
true.
I gotta get used to
Mine won't be
toes.
that long. There's only one bottle of it, so.
Yeah. So we'll see, I guess.
Although,
Huh.
yeah, we'll see. Just the other.
Does
the
that
other
count
time I
chickens?
had the tomb juice. It didn't take nearly as long for me to change back, so we'll see. I guess it varies widely, but
Likely.
yeah.
Some may
So,
say the concept of
we're okay, right?
consistency is but a
Yeah,
mere
it
myth.
is. You're threatened, so can't be. Yeah, I guess I shouldn't be mad at people for doing what they gotta do in certain times.
Yeah.
Just can't go threatening horses.
Yeah, he's not that great of a guy, your brother.
Yep, I'm starting to put that together.
Yeah.
All right, figure it out. And I'm sure just keep an eye on him, keep an eye on me.
I will.
We'll see. All right.
Just be safe, okay?
Yep. You have a good night.
Cake Ray.
Or a good day.
Don't
whatever time
kill
it is.
the snail.
I wasn't killing the snail. I was just summoning a shadow. It's a snail.
I saw a bow and arrow. And
yes, I have a bow. I wasn't going to shoot the snail.
Okay.
Why would I shoot the little snail? I named him Gary.
Oh, well, that's what I named him.
You also named him the exact same name, just completely independently of me.
Yep. Gary the snail. You know.
Yeah.
That's his name, so I mean it makes sense because that's his name.
True. I'm gonna teach him music lessons though.
So he sings?
Nope. He's gonna play percussion.
Oh, all right.
You just
I
wait.
mean,
You just wait.
okay. I'll wait.
You might need to wait a little bit. It's gonna take a lot of work, but it'll happen. Shadow.
All right.
Fly. Sure hope that necklace will help her out. I'm starting to feel pretty guilty about the whole wings. You know, I'm starting to think maybe they just won't grow back. But hey, regeneration's regeneration, right?
Yeah.
Even if it is a necklace shaped like a heart filled with Bree's blood. I hope Bree doesn't mind, but I guess it doesn't really matter. We're not exactly on speaking terms right now, so it makes enough sense. Anyway, I have a little bit of sparring to plan for, but perhaps it's best that I don't go through the sparring, you know, without the necklace. You know, I haven't fought without that regeneration on me in a little while. Don't know how much different it's going to be. Maybe
The
that's
world
been
may
helping
never
me out
know.
quite a bit. Not entirely sure, but everything's looking good in here. I think now it's time to work on a little bit of magic. If I'm not going to be working on the sparring, if there's nothing I can do to help her get her wings back, magic might help. So, of course, we have talked about the many ways that I'll be able to manipulate the powers of Hades, Shadow. Obviously, walking through darkness to become invisible or appear somewhere else is a thing.
As you fade through the wall.
If you just want to walk into walls, we can be done. But I need to really
I'm so dead, I
test the
forgot what
powers of
walls
necromancy.
are.
And to do that, the answers lie in here. The Necronomicon. Wasn't able to look too far into it before Brick rudely interrupted me. But hopefully we can find some answers here. Here we have our inner domicile. Hopefully it should be a excellent shrine to Hades and everything he represents. We have a little area over there that Shadow will be able to sleep. A portal to the upper levels of the Underworld.
Take you to the
so much more.
Underworld.
So much more. I've been harnessing the powers created by those Shoggoths outside because, well, this book tells a lot about them. I put this relic up on the top of one of those, and it was able to give this book a lot of power. However, it doesn't work indoors, so this whole setup completely doesn't work at all. I didn't think that one through. So we're gonna have to find somewhere outside to have more of these pillars. And we might need to confront all the Shoggoths out there to help us make more of the pillars, because that seems to be the way to do it. You can't just go tearing down all of them. But, another thing, we have all of this set up over here to get some new things made. And that's done by conducting dark rituals of the Necronomicon. So, let's figure out how to get to the real Underworld, how to really harness the powers of undead.
No, this fake shit.
I'm going to need a few things. Now, I believe the first thing I need to make is an energy pedestal. With this, I should be able to harvest power for my book without having to need the entire complicated Shoggoth setup. We just need Corallium pearls, some of these mysterious gems, and more of this monolith stone. Conveniently enough, we have all these things. I've been gathering them, and since this isn't working anyway, we can just tear down this monolith stone and create the pillars with this rather than harvesting it from the working pillars outside. So this should be more than enough. Actually, I completely forget the amount, not gonna lie, but I think it should be more than enough. Then we can use this, create one of those pedestals. Yeah, Nice and simple. Just need 7 of those, 1 of those, and 1 of those, and we can make an energy pedestal. But the Necronomicon says there's a way I can advance past that by making an overworld energy pedestal, which seems to work anywhere, while this one might be different. So, I've already set up all the ingredients. Raw corallium gems, some of the raw dark gems, whatever they are. You know, I can't read this language, so we're kind of just going by pictures at this point. But
You can't read Greek?
see if I can infuse
What
this
kind of
with power
demigod
to
are you?
siphon dark energies from the overworld. It's working.
That's not disturbing at all.
All the power from those items is going directly into that
They're
pedestal.
getting any.
Conducting the
You
ritual.
think? I guess it could just mean that Zod doesn't have dyslexia. Because whenever a kid
Overworld
with
energy pedestal.
dyslexia in the
So this thing
a
seems to have a
demigod
very
has
large charge
dyslexia, it
on it,
means that
and
their
from what
brain
I
isn't
hear,
able to read English.
what the
It's
book tells
hardwired
me,
to read ancient
if I
Greek.
put this in direct sunlight, I should
It's
be
actually an
able to get
interesting twist in the whole,
energy
you
from
know,
it. And there's also another
dyslexia
one
thing.
here. If we get a sacrificial altar,
Like how the ADHD is
we
going to
can
be
get
like, oh no,
overworld
it's not a disability, it's
sacrificial
because you're so battle ready
See
at
how
every
that's
moment.
because that may be just as useful. Ooh. But it looks like the book does need a certain amount of energy to do that.
Got some interesting
I've collected
twists on
some,
what we
but
think
looks
is
like we're not
reality.
gonna have
Just be
enough
like,
to
oh
make
no,
that
there's.
much.
It's like, oh no, you're just looking at it the wrong
We
way.
could make it rain if we want to with one of these rituals.
Being, it's like taking science and
or
saying, yeah, fuck
an
that,
energy
but at least
container
but it's an interesting
might
twist
be
on
very
it.
useful to do. But
Plus,
to
if,
make that, I would need
if fiction
several
never
energy
told science,
collectors.
fuck that,
Now
that
the
fiction
energy
wouldn't
collectors
exist.
don't seem completely impossible. That's the pedestal. Here's the collector. It'll just take monolith stone and some of those gems. Alright, let's tear this thing down for good. Where's my hammer? Oh,
We're gonna
hammer's right
break
here.
down the
So
walls.
all I gotta do is break this thing down.
For those
Maybe-
about to
just
rock,
maybe if I
check the
harness all these
clock.
powers,
It's
it'll
about to
help me with my
and break
combat
down the walls of
capabilities.
Jericho.
I mean,
I don't know the
would
lyrics for a
assume
while.
that the reason myself and Brick are so adept in combat is because death exactly doesn't have much of a hold over us. Maybe? So, that could have something to do with it, or it could be more complicated than that. It could just be because we're both naturally skilled fighters. I don't know.
Meanwhile, the Ares kids are like, what the
But it
fuck?
should be fine. So if we take this, we take some more of these gems, we should be able to make exactly those things we were just looking at. Ooh, and we can make 4 of them.
He'd be like, we can't even
Energy
get this to
collectors.
ourselves.
So we have collectors, we have a pedestal. We're probably going to need that to some extent. And I believe the Necronomicon said we can make energy containers if we use 4 of these collectors. However, I think I might want to use these because, well, I have no idea. Ooh, and if I get one of these, I can make an interdimensional cage. Fancy, fancy. A overworld energy collector. Oh, I might need this. Okay, yeah, let's make one of these. So we need Darkstone, Corallium, and those gems. I think I have 2 more of each of those on me at the moment before we need to go start grabbing more. So something along these lines, probably this over here. And the ritual, it says... Cobble, cobble, dark, dark. Okay. And... there we go. Let's get one of these collectors. Oh, cool. I can actually use these collectors with their values. Come on. Another ritual. Hear the voices. Voices from the other side.
I hear voices in
From
my
the
head.
Underworld. Just don't know what voice that is.
Evil.
Alright, we have an overworld energy collector? Or not? Wait, do we? We do. Huh. I don't think it worked. We might have not had enough energy left in the Necronomicon. That could make sense. Alright. Well, we can go set these up and then see if we can gather any more energy. Let's grab some stairs and stuff at the very least, just so we can have an easy path. You know what? Ladders. Ladders are a safer alternative. Do I not have ladders? I have sticks. And let's get some fences, just so I can protect myself a little bit. I feel
Mark
like there's a whole
Rathina,
advanced
Annabeth
setup
makes a
I could get
freaking
going
ladder
with here.
out of
But we're just gonna try the most basic of basics first.
plastic swords,
that
I
sounds like
think,
an excellent
and
plan.
rope.
Alright, so through here.
What about that was just the
Nighttime.
fact that Annabeth goes through trouble
Nighttime.
putting all the
Okay.
extra spare
Not that
equipment
I
in her
think that matters.
backpack.
I actually don't think it matters
And
at all.
spoiler warning, by the
Here.
beginning of book 4, that
But we're gonna
backpack
go
gets
up to that
fucking
pillar over there.
lost to
To the
time,
very top.
essentially.
Because that
Or at least
is
lost
where
in
the
general.
harness
So just like, really?
is and where this dark power. What
So, like,
this
why
dark
do we
power
waste
is
those
exactly,
words?
I don't know.
I mean, it's her being in character,
All I
but
know,
also
I might be
like,
spending
why?
souls to get this magic going. But, you know.
It's about as
souls
pointless as the mac and
go back
cheese
to
in
the
Virtual
Underworld
On.
anyway, so then they return, and there's the whole cycle. As long as this magic exists as it is, I'm not exactly concerned of, you know, overplaying my hand. Alright, so this is here, and then if I have this here, yes. This helps me gather energy through the Necronomicon. Now, how the energy pedestal here works. I don't know. How these energy collectors work. I don't know. Let's see if
I like how I'm just guessing and getting it right.
I assume we're just gonna get energy from this, but I don't know
That's a
for
little
sure.
better.
Oh. I can just put that on this. Ooh. So maybe what can happen is I can gather energy into this pedestal and then place the book onto it. And, well... that
Or I
could
don't actually have any idea what
give
I'm
me all the
doing and
energy
just
I
move
need.
on with my life.
Ow. Yep. This thing is actually a little cursed. I can't move. Okay. And it does that sometimes. It does that sometimes. I guess the only thing to do now is to see if I can get those Shoggoths to make another thing.
Nope.
I'm gonna have to lure them out and survive. Considering I could barely survive with... Seriously?
I never
Barely
stood a
survive with the
chance.
regeneration necklace. This could be a little tough. Could be a little bit tough. But I think it's worth a shot. Because if we can get multiple of those statues, multiple of those pedestals, then we'll be in business. Maybe I should ask Bree if I can have that statue back. I'm not ready to talk to her yet. Let's just put ourselves in danger first. Okay. So, got a bunch of fish in there. We got food here. We got our light source. And Shoggoths? Interesting. It's empty. Huh. I didn't like... I don't know what I did. But I have a feeling them being gone has a little something to do with me siphoning all the dark energy from this area. Well, good news and bad news. Good news, we're getting a lot of dark energy. Actually, it's good news and good news. I'm removing dark energy from this area because there's a lot of it. I guess that's the bad news. There's a lot of dark energy in this area. But hey, if I can do my part to eliminate that energy, then all the better. Okay. You know, let's
Agreed.
just leave the book up there. It might be gathering material. I don't know.
Or it might be exploding. I can't tell
Figure
anymore.
out what's the next step. Because I know the next step is we need to make some sort of key. And the key requires 3 ingredients. 2 of which I've already gathered.
Two of
before
which are in
conducting
these lucky
rituals.
blocks.
The third can only be found in here. Uninvited. into the
Unwanted.
I can't do it alone.
I should ask my brother.
I'm gonna need a guy.
I'm gonna need help with these lucky
I'm
blocks.
gonna need lucky blocks. Okay,
That's
maybe
about
this doesn't
right.
have anything to do with the going to the underworld, but still,
Nope.
it is very important to reward you all for leaving over 3,200 likes.
Jeebus
Seriously.
Creebus.
I mean, I know it's 200 likes a block, but normally as the series goes on, it gets smaller. This time it's getting bigger.
This is
And I
bullshit.
have to think, should I make the number bigger? Nah, you guys deserve this. So of course, I've got a lovely bunch of lucky blocks. Here they are, lined up in a row. Well, that's
I wonder if
all.
some people would tune into Origins of
Let's see if we
Olympus
can get
just
out
for
of
the
this.
lucky
Unfortunately,
blocks.
wiped out a couple of the blocks with it, but it's a big reward. Aside from that,
You blew up my baby. There was a baby Xylo.
that wasn't me. Not me.
That was baby Xylo.
Not it. Sparkles! Don't do it. Don't do it, Sparkles. Sparkles, don't go in that lava. Don't you go in that lava, Sparkles. You better live out there, Sparkle. Haha. No! Sparkles! How could you?
He was my
Wait,
best
you're gonna be
friend.
wild, you can breathe underwater. Help.
Just me coming up to you just before I leave.
What?
Hey,
I'm not gonna hurt anyone.
it's a deer.
Silo!
What?
He's after the snail.
If you kill Gary, I swear to God,
I'm
will
not
be
gonna kill
actually
Gary.
Don't kill Larry either.
Damn it.
You know, I'm surprised that snail's still been there from the.
I am too.
He litter's always here.
Oh, hey, Mario. Floating, man. See, you're getting a good feel for that tail. Maybe it wasn't the wings that could make you fly. It was the tail all along.
Just flap the tail.
Plot twist.
No, it was. She's secretly Peter Pan. She just needed to believe.
I believe I have a
Fairy
tail.
dust.
Sweet. So you're saying
I do
to
believe in fairies.
Jerry,
so you're saying to fly, all you gotta do is believe?
Jerry.
Okay.
Silo?
Whee!
Just die.
Ooh,
Dumbass.
two fish.